Hello everybody, welcome to the INORL Benihana Cup Series. We're here live at the season finale. That's right, we're here in the season finale here at New Jersey's famous Super Snack 500 track for the running of the Fox Sports 1 500. This is it, folks. This is the season finale, if I hadn't said that too much enough already. But everything's at stake here because after the race we're going to be separating the drivers into divisions, and we're going to determine from those divisions, we'll see who's the division winner and who is the division runner-up. Only the division winners go to the divisional round, and the wild card winners go in, and the divisional runner-ups go into the wild card round. The others are eliminated. So this is a most important regular season race. So everything's at stake. Anyway, on the pole, you already know by now, it is the Charger Ryan Acosta. On the outside is going to be the 49er Jonathan Skidnicki. Starting third is the Seahawk Kevin White, and fourth is the point leader Ram Hayden Klein. Starting fifth is the Viking, Nick Parasols I meant to say. The Viking Hayden Klein starts in fifth. And then sixth is the Bengal Avi Sachs. Starting seventh is the Patriot Daniel Day, and eighth is the Redskin Kyle Beck. And then rounding out the top 10 are the St. George Rourke and the Chief Kyle Sosnowski. And now, without further ado, the season finale begins with those famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
And the cars are rolling off the track. And this is it, folks. This is the last race with all 32 cars in action. Because after this race, we'll be heading towards the wild card and the divisional playoffs. We'll separate the field to divisions and determine who are the division winners and who will finish in the division runner-ups. Only those drivers advance over to the playoffs. Here we go. The regular season finale is Ryan Acosta is going to lead us to 26 laps here at the world-famous Super Snack 500 track. Here we go. Green flag is out. The season finale is underway. And they've already separated. Ryan Acosta off to a great start, but they can all change in an instant. Look how very close. They are really, really close. And this is what the track is infamous for. Four-wide battle. Acosta's still leading. It's a four-wide battle for second. The final turn is actually one of the toughest turns in a super speedway. Here they are. Oh, Parasol's in the wall. Be careful, Parasol's there. Nick Parasol's the points leader's in the wall. And so is Avi Sachs. But, oh, and there's a spin between Luke Walker, James Shelley. Acosta will lead us to the caution. There's a spin between James Shelley. We just saw him spin near the final turn. Oh, let's see what happened. Oh, there was a bigger wreck. Wow. Let's get a helicopter view. Hold on, and let's see. Here is James Shelley, and there's Pichu, as Pichu tries to make a move against James Shelley. But then onto the final turn, Pichu gets clipped by Shelley. There you see Ryan Camden getting spun out by Devin Whitston, and Lily Erickson also wrecked out. Rod Houston might have gotten some damage. And another wreck, Scott Ferguson, Austin LaPlante, Connor Smith, Avi Sachs, Logan Faulkner, Luke Walker Pichu's going upside down. John McNamara was also in it. And Ryan Camden was also when we saw him spin out earlier. So, almost half the field, I think, if not half the field, got some damage from the wreck from the first lap. And that's the Super Snack 500 track, folks. It's really unpredictable. Anyway, let's see. The others are just trying to get back up in line. as the retirees are Lily Erickson, Devin Winston, Avi Sachs, Ryan Candace, Scott Ferguson, Logan Faulkner. Those are the drivers that retired. I'm not sure about John McNamara. They listed him as under a minute. No, Connor Smith has just retired, and McNamara's going to be back in line. Connor Smith just retired with a camshaft. And now P2 is now down to a minute behind. So I wonder if they're going to catch up to the pack. No pit stops yet. It's a little too early for pit stops, but still anybody's race here in the season finale. Everything on the line, folks. And you never know who's going to be striking the division winners, who will be the division winners, who will be the wild card or the division runners up. So this is an important race. And P2 and they're back in line. And look at this. John McNamara jumped to 22nd after, well, over James Shelley and Chris Washer. I guess Washer had some damage also, so he's sent in the back. But anyway, Ryan Acosta, the pole setter, he's been leading since lap 1. He's going to try to hang on to it. It's going to be near impossible, but it could be doable. Green is out again. And there's only 21 laps to go. It's a quick race, but all could be changed in an instant in just those 20 laps. 21 laps. Daniel Day, he's going for the lead. Daniel Day, he's got it. Good start for the 87 team. Here comes Kevin White, though, and Luke Walker. Walkers are familiar with this track. Leia won the Super Snack 500 back in the Pomont Cup Series Season 4. Now Luke wants to win at this track. But Day, look at this. Daniel Day is hanging on. But here comes Kevin White, and here comes Luke Walker. White and Walker battling each other out. Now there will be 20 laps to go here in the Super Snack and here in the Super Snack track. Battle for the lead. The Clan Cave trying to add him. Oh, it gets a little tap from Luke Walker. A little contact between Cave and Luke Walker. It's going to go on the bottom, but here comes Charles Sanford. Charles Sanford going 4 wide on the leaders. Oh boy, 4 wide. This couldn't get any better than this. White's in the wall. White just got up on the high in the wall. But here comes Jonathan Skibnicki looking to battle for the lead against... Oh, and there's a spin between Kyle Sosnowski and Nick Barney. To the line it's going to be... I think it was Charles Roberts. It is Charles Roberts. Kyle Sosnowski. Oh, he's flipping over. A hard flip by Kyle Sosnowski. Oh my goodness, it's been a terrible second half for Sosnowski. He is now wrecked in 4 straight races, and he's dead last in the standings. Oh my goodness, that's a tough way to go down. And he's flipped in 3 of the 4 races he wrecked out, so Sosnowski is not having his luckiest season yet. Let's see if we can get a good view. As you see, it was a 4-wide battle between these drivers with Jacob Lawler and Nick Barney. And then Sosnowski gets into Barney. They both spin out, and Sosnowski, a hard flip. How did that even happen? Daniel Day gets a piece of Nick Barney. Here comes the flips. George Rourke came at him at full speed. And Sosnowski goes for a flip, a ride, a ton of barrel rolls, I should say. It's moving, look at that. Barrel rolls off the final turn. And then James Shelley slams him also at full speed. He almost actually went over the catch fence again. Sosnowski went over the catch fence back in Pigs Cliff. He almost did this again here in Super Snack 500. A hard hit for him. This might be the hardest one yet. Let's go on board with Kyle Sosnowski and see what he sees. Here comes George Rourke. And here comes James Shelley. Oh my goodness, was that one of the biggest flips I've ever seen? That was one heck of a flip. Pichu, James Shelley had damage. Here's another view from the TV2 camera. We got an awesome, incredible view from the TV2 camera. As you see the wreck unfolded, here comes the cut. And this is the moment where Sosnovsky gets contact with Nick Barney. And then Barney right there you see takes out Daniel Day and Chris Washer. No, Washer avoided it. Here comes the impact from George Rourke. And here come the couple barrel rolls that Sosnovsky did. And we'll get into an even slower motion when we get to James Shelley. As you see Sosnovsky flipping a ton of times. So much times I can't even count. Now let's go for the 1/5 view and see. James Shelley came at him at full speed, and Luke and Pichu as well. There you see Sosnovsky flipping, and he hits the catch fence. And wow, a hard hit by James Shelley. Sosnovsky trying to keep his car up. As you see, he flips even more side to side now. As he flips down, and he'll come to a complete stop right around here. Finally ending the ordeal. My goodness, James Shelley came at him in full speed. And we've got to go on board with James Shelley to see that again. He hit him so hard that he actually flipped himself. I'm not even kidding. He hit him so hard, he flipped himself. Don't believe me? Here's the chase camera. Here it is again. Let's show you in slow motion. Probably about the same slow motion we got around for the Sosnovsky cam. Here it is again. A hard hit, and then Luke Walker and then Pichu comes in, gives him a nudge. And wow, it hit him on the wall. And he goes for a wild flip. And Shelley, he is alright though. My goodness, was that one of the hardest hits I've ever seen. Jumped so high, Sosnovsky's, I couldn't even see him through the chase camera. Here it is from the far chase camera, and I do apologize for the fast motion. Here it is in 1.7. And this is where Shelley hits Sosnovsky. Couple flips all around. He does a lot of flipping. And around here you're probably going to see the impact from James Shelley. Right around, hold on a sec, there's the couple flips. That's what the far chase sees. It's like a video game glitch actually. It just kind of looks like it, don't you think? And he's flipping over. Here comes James Shelley's hits. And he went up into the sky. He went up high. And almost even went over the catch fence. You see that? And that's probably, that's a little bit of proof that, yeah. And let's get one more view from Sosnovsky in the far chase camera, in the cockpit camera. This is exactly what he saw. It was so fast, even the cockpit camera could not catch up to the action. Well, I'm not laughing at this. It's funny that the cockpit camera didn't catch up to the action. And this is the moment James Shelley hit with Kyle Sosnovsky in the cockpit view. And this is probably going to be the last view, I promise. It's the spectator view. This is what a spectator above would see. Here it is. This is what a spectator would see. Wow, that was one of the biggest wrecks that this track has ever seen. I don't think the Super Snack 500 had a wreck anything other like that. Wow. It's been a really good day for the Super Speedway today, don't you think? In terms of wrecking and wild finishes. It really wants to get out there. And meanwhile, the leaders pit, and Declan Cave, however, chooses to stay out. Some of the leaders pit, including Charles Roberts. Declan Cave will stay out to take the lead. And among others also as well. And here comes pit road. And there's still skid marks from the last wreck in that final turn between Kyle Sosnowski and the others. Jonathan Skebnicki makes his way onto pit road. Let's see if anyone is out first. And, well, we see a couple drivers coming out. It's going to probably be Rod Houston or Charles Roberts. It's Rod Houston coming out first. Rod Houston just beat out Charles Roberts to the line under pit road. And a great smart pit stop for Rod Houston. However, it'll be Declan Cave taking the lead since he stayed out at pit road. Unless if he pits instantaneously right about now, which is not going to happen. And you're wondering probably why I'm not fast forwarding it like normal. Well, it's because we went through so much of the action that it could be, and we could go in the green instantly. So I want to get to the moment we hit the green flag. And you did see a brief moment of them, and they're pitting, and they realize they could make it on fuel, so they're all pitting. So Rod Houston will be back as the leader. After he came out first on pit stops, Rod Houston's the leader. And by the way, and the drivers retired. Well, I won't be able to show you the list of drivers retired until our next period, when we get up to speed. So. Anyway, not many drivers are left. Rod Houston, though, one of the few that are still running for the win. He's the leader. Charles Roberts in second. Dustin Ray third. Chris Washer fourth. Charles Sanford in fifth. Green is out. And by the way, there are 15 laps to go. Oh, Dustin Ray, look at this, with Jonathan Skebnicki. Jonathan Skebnicki's one of only two drivers with more than one win this season. The other being Lily Erickson, who got her second win last race at Indy. But I don't see Erickson anyway, so I don't think she's going to have a chance to go for 3. Nick Parasol's the points leader. He's going for the lead with 14 to go. But Hayden Klein on the bottom, though. Hayden Klein trying to get a chance. Oh, man. And here comes Hayden Klein. Hayden Klein now second, but Kyle Thomas looks to make a move in the front. And Kyle Thomas now in third, as you see Nick Barney trying to make a move. And now the third place driver is now Charles Sanford, as now it's Alex Ragow taking the lead. I almost didn't notice Ragow took the lead. 13 laps to go here in the season finale. It's going to be a battle. Here comes Hayden Klein, Charles Sanford down to just 3. Whoa! Ragow had to get out of the way there. But here comes Charles Sanford. Sanford trying to make a move. Look at this. 2 to 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Kyle Thomas, looking to make a comeback. Oh boy. And Sanford, new leader, but will it last though? Kyle Thomas looks to have a great run on him on the bottom. Sanford will lead with 12 to go. 12 laps to go. Kyle Thomas looks to make a move. Here comes Ron Houston for second. Here comes Jacob Lawler in a three-way battle for second. Lawler looking on the bottom. And there's Rod Houston. They're a 4 wide now. 4 wide now for second. Charles Sanford pulling away thanks to the 4 wide racing behind. Oh, Hayden Klein in the wall. And someone spin. Kevin White, Nick Barney spin. 10-11 to go with the caution. Kevin White, Nick Barney just spun out back there. I'm trying to find Kevin White. There he is. Wow. And let's see if we can get a good view. You see Hayden Klein up on the wall right there, but yeah, he was up on the wall, but this was the wreck. Here it is. Chris Washer gets contact with Kevin White, and Nick Barney also spun out. Charles Roberts was held up in the middle, and Hayden Klein could not avoid the wreck. He hits him and spins him out, and Klein gets a little damage, and not much else we need to know. The others were slow already, so. And yeah, Charles Sanford, a comfortable lead, is going to go away because the caution is out. And we may get 6 laps to go back in the restart. So that'll be putting up an interesting fight. And there was another round of pit stops. Guess who the leader is? Kyle Beck. Kyle Beck is now the new leader. They have done no, Kyle Beck stayed out. Yeah, they took pit stops for the second time. This was a good relief for probably most of them to have pit stops under the caution flag. They're going to have to get second pit stops just to be sure they make it on fuel. But Kyle Beck, he's taking the chance. Yeah, Kyle Beck is the only one of the line not to pit. He's the only one out of the line not to pit, so will the strategy work out the end? Jacob Lawler came out first on pit stops, and then it was Charles Sanford. And now we can catch up to the drivers that retired earlier. Kevin White, Pichu, James Shelley, Kyle Sosnowski, George Rourke, Connor Smith. Yeah, those are the drivers retired already. 20 drivers are left in the field with only 6 laps to go, so it's still anybody's race. Kyle Beck, the leader, he is the only driver that stayed out during the caution period. And now we'll see if his strategy will work out to the end. Otherwise, he may have to pit and lose his spot. So it's a huge risk for Kyle Beck. It's a huge risk for Kyle Beck. Sorry. It's a huge risk for Kyle Beck. A very, very huge risk for Kyle Beck. Because if he pits right about now, he's going to lose a ton of spots and going to get lost in the crowd quickly. Because everything goes by real quick here in this track. There'll be 7 laps to go here in the Super Stack 500 track in the season finale. As Kyle Beck will be your leader, we'll see if the fuel will hold up. Green flag is out again. Not sure if he's going to worry about the fuel. He's got to worry for his lead. Jacob Lawler going for the lead all right off the bat. Jacob Lawler, an excellent start. He puts him up to the lead, and Lawler is the leader. Declan Cave is now going for second. He has not won this season. The defending champion has not won. And they're battling for the NFC East position. We'll see if Cave has got enough points to make it in. Lawler is going up, and now we'll have 6 to go here in the season finale. And Luke Walker, how about him? Look at him coming back to the top 5. 6 to go. And here comes Declan Cave, now battling for the lead. Declan Cave makes the move. He's got it. Declan Cave the defending champion from season 1, when it was a tournament format. He was a champion, but now he's trying to come back here and win. He was defending champion, but now he's not won this season. He's looking to do so now. And Paracells and Beck are out of fuel, so they have to pit. 5 to go here, and 5 to go. As Alex Ragdow goes for the lead, and then it's going to be Luke Walker and Charles Sanford. And it's a 3-wide battle between these three. Declan Cave and Ryan Acosta looking to battle for the lead. Oh, here comes Ryan Acosta. He led early in the race. He's looking to come back here. 4 to go when they hit the stripe. The next flag ends the race. The next flag, if there's another caution, the race is over. 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go as Alex Ragdow's still the leader. A little bit pull away behind as you see Lawler and Ryan Acosta battling for second. Oh no, they're going like 6 wide. Oh, 4 wide already for third. They're going to, well, they got to be careful. Wow, Beck just passed by. He pitted earlier, so he's not a factor, and I told you that was a huge risk for Kyle Beck to not pit, just to take the lead, and it didn't pay off, unfortunately for him. That plant hits the wall. 3 to go. Here comes Waller. Three to go. Ryan Acosta. And here comes Declan Cave. Cave also competing for the win. Here comes Cave. Again, the defending champion has not won a race this season. He needs to do so in order to have a chance when the drivers are separated divisions after this race, and will determine the division winner, or at least a wild card spot. He's going to try to make it either way. Here comes Lawler. Here comes Sanford, and Lawler hangs on with 2 to go. Lawler's done a terrific job hanging on to the lead, but Declan Cave, here he comes. This time he wants to make it permanent. Declan Cave going for the lead, and Cave just made it away. Declan Cave getting help from Charles Sanford. Now Sanford wants a piece. Here comes Sanford going for the lead. The white flag will be out. Who's going to win the race? Here comes Sanford makes it to the lead. With 1 to go, Luke Walker gets on the bottom. And now here comes Charles Roberts. Where did he come from? But here comes Cave again. Declan Cave going for it again. And he's got a good, comfortable lead against the rest of the field. But will it last? Dustin Ray, I know he's got a hard charge. Sanford gets 1 more move. Here comes Luke Walker. And this is the final turn. This is it. Here comes the lap car of the 28, and he helps up the 19 too high. Here comes Luke Walker. Luke Walker gets held up too. But thanks to the held up, Declan Cave will pull away. And off the final turn, Declan Cave wins the season finale in Super Stack 500. Or I should say the Fox Sports 1 500. Declan Cave, the defending champion, gets his first win of the season. It comes of all places in the season finale. And Charles Sanford congratulating him on a terrific effort. It looked like Declan Cave was going to get held up by the lap car of Hayden Klein. However, he used that to his advantage and just pulled off to the win. And it was just at the right place at the right time. Cave needed it. Well, what a race there, folks. Before we get to the standings, we'll make this official. Race 16, the end of the regular season. So Declan K wins the season finale here in the Super Snack 500 track. Charles Sanford will be second, Luke Walker third, DJ Curtis fourth, Chris Washer fifth, Dennis Austin LaPlante, Charles Robert, Jonathan Skibnicki, Nick Parasols, and Dustin Ray in the top 10. And I think it's safe to say that Nick Parasols will be the #1 overall seed in the entire field, as you see the rest of the field. Well, this is it, folks. Time to separate them into divisions and determine who will be the division winners and the wild card winners. Here we go. Now, before we give our division winners, I just want to have a couple notes concerning the first race of the season back in the Meadowlands. I took away 140 points away from Nick Parasols, our point leader, because he had two drivers in the he had two names in that same race. Here he is in third, and here he's 11th. He was third when he drove the 39 Ram, and this was when he was in the 94 car that was supposed to be taken by Devin Winston. So I took out 140 points away from Nick Parasols from this position. He does keep the 165 points he's earned from the Meadowlands. For the 140, I've added it up to Devin Winston's score. It's not added up, but I did add it up to the score you're going to see in just a bit. But nevertheless, well, it's still been decided. Even after the penalty, it's still decided. So Nick Parasols, even after 140 points taken out, he still is going to be the overall seed, the #1 overall seed according to the score 4. He 9 points over Jonathan Skibnicki. Even after the 140 point takeaway, he still won the regular season crown by 9 points over John Skibnicki. I apologize for this. It always pops up every time I record. But anyway, the division winners are right here, and yeah, there you see Devin Winston. I added 140 points over him. It's now 1558. It'll be now 1698. It'll be 1698 now. And Nick Parasols at 2165. He now has 2025. Yeah, so that's right. So anyway, here are your division winner. Here are the division winners as you see the final overall point standings of the regular season as we head over to the playoffs. And this is all real. This is all from the points here and all copied from here. So this is the final results. In the AFC East, it was the Patriot Daniel Day winning the AFC East with 1,873 points. It is a 72-point win over Charles Roberts in the Miami Dolphins with 1801. So Daniel Day will go the divisional round, and Charles Roberts will play in the wild card round. Luke Walker and Devin Winston both missed the cut, 1734, and Devin Winston with 1698. Even after the 140 points added, he's still out of the race. So yeah. So both of them are out. So Luke Walker, Devin Winston are eliminated. Daniel Day and Charles Roberts are in the playoffs. In the AFC North, it's James Shelley, a 16-point win in the Ravens car. 16-point win over Kyle Thomas with 1916. Shelley scored 1932. Kyle Thomas is the Steeler car. He will move on. Avi Sachs and Rod Houston both are eliminated. They just didn't make it at the cut. AFC South, the defending AFC winner, Lily Erickson, is going to try to repeat her crown. She wins the South 1998 over DJ Curtis 1895. It was a 103-point victory over Curtis, and it's probably the biggest margin of victory of any division of anybody. Nevertheless, Erickson dominated in the South, so no surprise there. Chris Washer and Nick Barney will miss the cut as they miss out Curtis's 1895 needed to advance. And finally, the division AFC West goes to the Raider Austin LaPlante with 2,013 points. It is I think it's a 69-point victory, if I'm not mistaken. It's a 69-point victory. It's a 69-point victory over Alex Ragow. No wait. 60. No, it's a 59-point victory over Alex Ragow. My bad. 59-point victory over Alex Ragow. The Bronco. Ryan Acosta missed out, and so did Kyle Sosnowski. Sosnowski is 31st in overall standings, of course. Devin Winston still dead last in the standings, by the way, behind. So NFC, and now we get to the NFC. Declan Cave will try to defend his crown as he wins just an 8-point victory over Connor Smith. An 8-point victory. And if Smith had won at Texas, he would have won the division. And the win for Declan Cave actually clinched him the NFC East. So that win actually got him the NFC East. It came down to the final day. So he won it on the final regular season day. Declan Cave wins by 8 points over Connor Smith. Wow. Pichu and Kyle Beck already eliminated, so they don't get to play, unfortunately, in the postseason. And the NFC North, it was Charles Sanford with a 13-point victory over John McNamara. It was close, but Charles Sanford survived as the Packer. John McNamara will get to the wild card. Hayden Klein missed it, and Ryan Camden as well. And this was probably the closest margin of victory between the divisions. In the closest margin of victory between the divisions, it was a 5-point difference between Logan Faulkner and Scott Ferguson, but it was Faulkner on top of Ferguson by just a mere 5 points. They're going to the playoffs either way, but it was a mere 5 points out of the division. Ferguson just missed it by 5 points, getting the bye. He'll have to race in the wild card. George Rourke, the closest margin between second and third, it was like 38 points. George Rourke came up 38 points short of making the field. In fact, look at this. Faulkner and Ferguson dropped 5 spots, but Faulkner just hanged on to the win. It was a big drop in the South. It was a huge game changer. And Dustin Ray, he just missed it as well. And finally in the NFC West, it was Nick Parasols, no surprise. Even after the 140 points taken away, he still won the NFC West by 9 points over Jonathan Skipnicki. In fact, they're in the top 10. They're in the top 2. They're both first and second in the standings. Kevin White and Jacob Lawler, despite high points, they're not going to go into the despite White and Lawler in the top 10, he's not going to see postseason action, unfortunately. And by the way, Austin LaPlante has the best record in the AFC, so he's the AFC's #1 seed. So the #1 seed, no surprise, Nick Parasols is the #1 seed in the NFC. And then it's followed by I should not do that. So Nick Parasols #1 in the NFC, and the #1 in the AFC is Austin LaPlante. So those are the #1 seeds. So Day, Shelley, Erickson, LaPlante, Cave, Sanford, Faulkner, and Parasols will get into the division round, and they'll have a bye from the wild card. They'll get into the divisional round. Roberts, Thomas, Curtis, Ragow, Smith, McNamara, Ferguson, and Skibnicki will compete in the wild card round for I think 2 additional spots, maybe. We'll see. So anyway, that's 4 divisional winners each. So yeah, I guess it'll be 2 more spots into the divisional round, and then from there the top 2 will advance over to the conference finals, and the winners from each will advance over to the final round. So that's your standing. Playoff time is coming up. I will keep the tracks a mystery. So the next track is going to be a mystery. I'm still deciding on that one, actually, but I'll let you know when at the moment we get to that point. So anyway, thank you for watching the regular season race. And one more fact, John Skibnicki and Lily Erickson, the only drivers with multiple wins this season. Connor Smith had no wins, and Sanford didn't either in the top 10, but all of these drivers had wins. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you back in the playoffs. This is the Account Second here, and I'll see you later.